So hi, my name is Gonzalo Llanes, and I'm Transversal Project Manager at IE Center for Health and Wellbeing, and I'm also a proud member of the faculty of this center. It's December 2015. I just graduated summa cum laude, International Relations and Political Science. I did it in 3.5 years, got a few scholarships, and everyone around me is very excited. My parents, my friends, they're asking me about my next steps, and I want to share that excitement, but the truth is I feel exhausted from pretending that I'm doing okay. I feel that I'm consumed with thoughts that there's something wrong with me at the core, and I just have this really strong urge to hit a pause button so I can pause my life. I want to feel gratitude for all the effort that my parents have put into paying for my education in the US. But the truth is, I feel shame and I feel guilt because I don't see myself being able to keep going. And not knowing how to express this and vocalize it, I reach a point where I feel like I'm defeated by these debilitating thoughts. I feel like I don't have the energy to have a conversation. I cannot keep having a mask that I'm happy. And I don't even have the energy to leave my house. So at that point, I'm forced to ask for help. I understood in therapy later on that depression, which was the diagnosis I received, was just the tip of the iceberg. I had been anxious for as long as I can remember. I would worry constantly and many times uncontrollably. I wasn't able to really calm myself down, and my mind would find all kinds of ways to, or reasons for me to worry about. So with time, I became worried about being worried. It was really this persistent state of anxiety I lived with that got me to that point of exhaustion. What took me longer to realize was that I just put so much effort and so much energy into repressing anxiety and hiding it. So I kind of lived two lives. There was this version of me that was optimistic, that was confident, and I liked showing to others. And there was this other side that I put a lot of effort into hiding. And at the core, what I felt was fear of being perceived as someone who's too anxious, weak, incapable, and unreliable. So when anxiety hit, I would avoid it. I would avoid situations like plans I had already accepted, trips with my friends, even job opportunities that were quite exciting, and the people that offered me reassured me that I was prepared for them. I still rejected them because I feared that anxiety would ultimately show my true colors. I overworked myself in school, and then that later translated into the workplace. So I felt like overworking myself would quiet that anxiety in its different forms. Things like perfectionism, a permanent imposter syndrome, and also people-pleasing. Probably the saddest part was that I realized that I didn't give the opportunity to the people who were closest to me to really understand me and support me. And so I always felt that there was something missing in our connection because I wouldn't let them fully see me. So there's one day in therapy where my psychologist helps me realize that, if most of the areas in my life are actually going okay, I'm healthy, my family is healthy, I have good friends, what is it that I'm fighting every day? So he asked me, what is it that you're fighting every day? Why are you in the trenches every day? And it took me a while, but I started to realize that honestly what I had was an open battle with myself and with this part of me that I just despised and I wanted to completely remove from me. So therapy was very helpful. And in addition to that, I'm lucky that I was introduced to meditation, which has become an invaluable tool. At first I had a more, let's say, naive way to relate to it. I cling to it as a way to calm myself down, and it was very helpful at times. But the more I practiced, the more I realized that it was all about accepting my current state, accepting that I was anxious, and taking some distance from my thoughts. And the more I did that, the more I saw how scared my mind can be, how self-critical my inner talk was, and that it was a tool to, step away from that and choose how I wanted to treat myself or how I wanted to approach a situation. So sports has been a fundamental tool, a way to clear my mind, reset. I like practicing it on my own, particularly yoga. In the last few years, it's been amazing to connect mind and body and also come to a state of calm after a long day. I've also practiced calisthenics, which is also a great strength practice that cultivates balance as well. And then I also wanted to socialize with sports, and I was lucky through the Center for Health and Wellbeing to found the IE Runners Club, and I found a tribe there, and it's really great to have some people who you push yourself a couple times a week to go out, run, and particularly in my case, get out of my head, and then enjoy the state of having endorphins throughout your body, being more optimistic, and feel more confident to take on life. Also, when I allow myself the chance to take a step back, I can realize how grateful and how lucky I am to have had people, friends, my family, and mentors who have always given me the trust and courage to be myself more and more. People who take the time to be vocal about what they appreciate about me, and in particular to tell me the potential they see in me at times when you feel, or I felt, that I didn't have that much to offer. The truth is that today anxiety hasn't gone anywhere. In fact, I catch myself most days trying to repress it and hide it. The difference is I can now stop, take a step back, and acknowledge it. And I can accept myself when I'm feeling anxious. I can also realize that I'm not my thoughts. I am not this inner chatter in my mind. And even when anxiety feels paralyzing, I can realize that I can act in accordance to my values. And most importantly, I've learned to say yes to life, even when I'm scared. I've learned to say yes to incredible opportunities. And the more I've done that, the more that life has been generous to me and has supported me. So I feel very grateful. So I encourage you to be patient with yourself. We all have wounds, we all have limitations, we all have aspects of ourselves that we'd rather hide and remove. But with time, you may find that the very source of your struggle can give you meaning and can even become the spark of your contribution to the world. As Rumi said, the wound is the place where light enters you.